This is NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Coming to you on this Tuesday night. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan joined by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. For the Detroit Pistons, they coming off a good outing against the Magic in Orlando. And that was a serious blowout. Not too many people can claim that they saw that coming.
Well, they owned the boards at both ends of the floor in that game. I thought that was what won it for them more than anything else.
No, that was the one area they knew they could exploit in the matchup, and boy, did they ever exploit it.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Ilyasova and Dallenberger down low. Brandon Jennings and Monte Ellis comprise the back. And it's Mbah a Moute in at the small forward position. And for the Pistons, Knight and Stuckey are manning the backcourt. Tayshaun Prince out there with Big Dog. And it's Monroe in at the 5, roaming the paint.
The Pistons have an interesting group of players, young guys who, you know, the question mark with them is, can they fit together? They got a nice center in Greg Monroe. They got Knight from Kentucky. He's a little bit of a tweener. They also have Rodney Stuckey in the backcourt, who's a tweener. So will the pieces fit? I think that's the big question.
And stolen by Ilyasova. One-on-one fast break. Leads him in there. And there's Jennings. That's good on the assist by Ilyasova. Jennings has got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Bucks. Well, for Detroit, it seemed that they just had been collecting talent and worrying about having it work together later. Not a knock on them, Clark, just doing what rebuilding teams, I guess, just need to do.
Yeah, Kevin, but eventually you have to identify roles and then plug players into specific roles in order for it to work. You can't just get talent and have the same uniform and feel like you're going to automatically be a team.
They get it again. Here's Hammond, and it goes. That's good. And while we're thinking about him, did you guys catch his comments at the press conference after their last game?
Guys, we always hear things about good teammates, and he certainly seems to be one of them. He has nothing but positive things to say about the rest of his team.
Well, when you talk up your teammates as much as he does, it's going to pay off. I mean, they become more confident. They respect you. They appreciate you. And now all of a sudden, it brings the team a little bit closer together.
The dish to Ilyasova. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis.
Monte Ellis is a guy who's a little undersized as a scoring guard, but there's no question about his explosiveness. His first step is so quick. Loves to go right, can get to the rim, but if you back off him, you can pull up and make that jump shot.
Gets it to go.
How did he get that to go? Even after the whistle, I like the awareness, the alertness, and the presence of mind to finish the play.
The Pistons shooting their first free throw of the night.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
And so for Monte Ellis, he's so tough to defend, attacking the rim, and get that mid-range jumper going, Clark, most anytime he wants to.
He's got great elevation on that jump shot, too, Kevin. When the jump shot is falling, it's a hard matchup for anybody trying to guard him because he's so quick at getting to the rim, and he can make tough finishes in the paint area.
Here is Knight, following the bucket by the Bucks. Ellis against Stuckey. And it's Big Dog with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to speak with Scott Skiles for just a moment. We discussed their game plan defensively, and he mentioned that controlling Greg Monroe will be crucial. He said Monroe is a guy who can score inside, rebounds well, and his passing really sets him apart. Their offense runs best when it goes through his hands. So
Bucks leading by 8. Jennings with the ball. Against Golden State, he was really on his game. Ellis outside. The feed to Ilyasova. For the 3. Offensive rebound. And Gooden kicks to Mbah a Moute. And he makes good on his first shot of the game.
Now, I'll tell you what, they've been a step slow here early on.
I agree with you. I mean, they're allowing too many open shots. They seem a little sluggish to me.
And you look at Scott Skiles, coach of the Bucks. I'll tell you, everybody knew he was going to coach someday when he was a player because nobody was more prepared and nobody spent more time watching film than Scott Skiles. He always knew he wanted to coach.
Just like they drew it up, fellas.
Milwaukee with the ball. They're leading by 8. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Well, they benefited from some very loose play from their opponents that night, Clark.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, there were a lot of turnovers in that game. Some were caused by their good defensive play, but some were just careless.
Here's Gooden. It's all in by Villanueva. Going back to Scott Skiles and his use of film as a player, if you like watching film, the NBA entering a golden age in that regard, and everybody's doing it.
Yeah, it's all broken down and organized. I mean, these days you watch it on a laptop or a tablet. I mean, film study really is something coaches and players use on a daily basis now in the NBA.
A nice shot by Knight.
Well, the defense wasn't bad, but I think they've got to tighten up on it.
Now Jennings, averaging 22 points a game. Ellis outside. He passes it to Ilyasova. Goes up on the wing. Detroit with the rebound. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks. That one in Milwaukee.
Overall, offensively, it was not pretty for them in that game. Obviously, Clark, I guess when you look at the final score, that's pretty clear.
Yeah, they had to be extremely frustrated by their effort or lack thereof at the offensive end of the floor. It just wasn't there.
Here's Jennings. Ellis outside. It's back to Jennings. Bucks passing it around. A three. And there's Ilyasova on the assist from Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Knight kicks to Stuckey. There's Big Dog. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. Big Dog's got 9.
Again, they attack the hoop from the lane, and it's been really good to them.
Yeah, they're getting whatever they want down there. That's 4 of their last 5 buckets coming in the paint area.
The try by Jennings. Can't hit. Now the Pistons take it the other way. There's Big Dog. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Magic in Orlando.
And don't forget about the incredible rebound tonight for him, too. Just devouring the glass all game long.
Well, that makes 5 of their last 6 makes coming from inside.
Yeah, really focused on getting the ball into the paint because they're taking advantage of very porous defense down there.
And it's Monte Ellis with the finish.
An open lane right there. Pretty much saw the daylight he wanted and took advantage.
He had great opportunity, and he seized it without much hesitation.
Yeah, a little too easy, if you ask me. The defense really needs to tighten things up here.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Jason Maxiel's checked in for Villanueva. Spaghetti comes in for Tayshaun Prince. And it's Bynum in for Brandon Knight.
Soft defense right there. Way too soft.
Milwaukee in the lead. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter. Ellis goes in. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Stuckey. And it's Detroit's ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. He dishes it to McGetty. There's Big Dog. Off the drop step. Rebounded by the Bucks.
That's what they call the $1 million move with the 10-cent finish.
Here's Udrih. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis.
Well, they haven't been getting lit up from outside here. All the points they're giving up are from in close. They've got to offer more resistance.
Yeah, defense has to get better, Clark. They've got to body up, bump somebody, get physical, force the action back out to the perimeter.
Udrich, the pass to Udrich. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, he's a long-armed shot blocker, already a terrific NBA defender. And, Kevin, I think he'll get better as he gains more experience in his career.
Yeah, that's what's opened the door, but... And the Pistons with possession here. Trailing by 4. Stuckey with it. Picked up by Ellis. And the shot is good from Stuckey. Stuckey's got his second basket.
I like it. He could have gone for the forced finish, but opted instead for kind of a nice, smooth finger roll. I like it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Brandon Jennings and Monte Ellis comprise the backcourt. Gooden is out there with Dallenberg, and it's Mbah-a-Moute in at the 3 slot.
Well, I've been impressed with watching Greg Monroe and his progress here the last couple of years. He can play both the power forward and the center position. And of course, there's only a few dominant centers in the NBA, guys like Bynum and Dwight Howard, maybe Roy Hibbert. So he doesn't have to guard a ton of big men.
And the Bucks making a change here. Henson's checked in. Jennings dishes to Ellis. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got 6 assists now in the game. And for Monroe, Clark, what do you think his best position is?
You know what? I like him as a 4, a guy who can stretch the defense a little bit. He has to expand his range, but he's such a smart passer and moves well without the ball. And as he continues to add to that mid-range shot, I think he could be a capable 4. He's not quite quick enough to be a small forward, so I think the power forward is his best spot. You can maybe play him as an undersized center if he gets a little more weight and adds some strength.
Jennings kicks to Mbah-a-Moute. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got his 7th assist here tonight. Pistons trailed by 4. Passes to Stuckey. Stuckey right side. Here's Big Dog. Misses the layup.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim, that's exactly what he can give you.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Thanks, Kevin. Big Dog, in their last matchup against the Magic, did some really solid work on the floor. He ended with 14 points and also turned in a good effort on the glass, collecting 11 rebounds. His coach said when he gets in the zone like he did, there is no stopping him. Just a dominating display from the star we're accustomed to seeing, Kevin.
And Doris obviously helping their cause, Clark, in a huge way.
Feels good to come off a game like that, but I always say, each game you got to treat as an individual task. It's an entity in and of itself. Go out at the start fresh and don't rely on your past performance.
Yeah, but you can use that performance, Clark, for confidence and just for your overall makeup as a player, how you feel about yourself going into the next one. So there can be some carryover effect.
Jennings off a pick from Ellis. Jennings against Knight. The drive by Jennings on the run, but he made the adjustment. Jennings has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Here is Knight. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Magic in Orlando.
And with 3 steals, he also showed some grit and toughness at the defensive end.
There's Big Dog. They get a hand on it. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Dunks it down.
I'm not sure which was better, the fast break or the steal that got it started.
I think it was the defense, Steve, quite honestly. I mean, the whole play isn't even possible if he doesn't make the steal.
Jennings against Knight. Stuckey right side. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at Detroit. Ellis outside. Ellis right side. Here's Dallenberg, and he makes good on the layup. And it's a 12-point Bucks lead.
And that's the way it's been. A big margin for them in the rebounding category.
You know, sometimes you got to get down and dirty and do the dirty work. And this one, they've done it, and it's paid off on the scoreboard in a big way.
Out to Stuckey. The pass to McGinn. Kicks to Urebko. Got it. Good job in the low post. And here is Ellis. A 29-point game for him in the win against Golden State.
Put in a lot of good work on the boards. That helped him, too.
Dishes it to Ilyasova. Feeds to Dunlap. Dallenberg with a screen on McGinn. Dunlap. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Nice teamwork there. The pick freeing up his teammate.
Pistons trail by 12. Here's Big Dog. To the middle. Urebko. Can't get it to fall. Now here's Ellis. 8 points for him. He feeds it to Dunlap. Over Prince. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And Lawrence Frank of the Pistons, one of those rare coaches who not only wasn't an NBA player, but didn't even make his high school team. But he's been around this game for a long time and has done an excellent job with Detroit.
Here's Big Dog. Dallenberg covering. There's the pick. Here's Maggette. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. And going back to Lawrence Frank, he played in community center leagues, was the team manager in college at Indiana, and obviously Steve learned a great deal.
Yeah, pretty amazing story when you think about it. Most coaches in the league were former players or maybe big-time college coaches. So a real success story for Frank, and the hard work, the influence from coaches that he's been around has helped him become a good coach in the league.
Stuckey outside. It's blocked. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half. And Ilyasova throws it down.
From out of nowhere, I mean, we've got a dunk maestro on our hands.
Boy, that was something else.
I don't know what got into him that time.
Stuckey passes to Urebko. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Big Dog. Dallenberg covering. Now Urebko. 3 seconds left. And there's Maggette. That's good on the assist by Urebko. Maggette's got 4 points in the quarter.
Ran him right off the tough pick there, and that freed him up for the Jet.
Ellis outside. 4 seconds left. Comes up empty down low.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And so we wrap up the first half. The Bucks on top, up by 12.
56.
We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night. I'm Damon Bruce. It's been the Bucks having their way. They're riding that razor's edge of contending and golfing. They're in 8th place in the conference standings. Monte Ellis getting it done early. He's got 8 points, and as usual, he's been handing out a lot of assists. And for Detroit's angle, they've been grinding away. Garbage points making up the difference, and right now they're sweeping the streets. The first half, a productive one for Big Dog. He's got 9 points and also collected 4 rebounds. That's all we've got here. Now, back to Kevin, Steve, Clark, and Doris for the second half.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Rodney Stuckey and Tayshaun Prince, the 2 wings. Craig Monroe is out there with Big Dog, and it's Knight in at the point. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. Here's Ilyasova. Knight grabs the board. Pistons trail by 12.
Well, Brandon Knight is an athletic combo guard. Spent 1 year at Kentucky, where he took the Wildcats to a Final Four. And for a Detroit team that's already stacked with combo guards, it's a questionable fit. But he's got a bright future in this league. It's just a matter of finding the right situation.
Jennings with the ball. Ellis outside. Ellis right side. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ilyasova. The shot from the low post is good. Ilyasova's got 19 points.
I'll tell you what, Kevin, Ilyasova is one of the unknown stars in this league. He's an amazing player, a rebounder, a runner. He's very skilled as a shooter. He's a guy, I think, with more exposure, I think people will really understand how good he is.
Yeah, you know what? Amazing skills as a result of his long arms and his knack for slipping between opponents. Ilyasova, very underrated for his putback ability.
And that's exactly what you call a high percentage hoop there.
Sure is.
The one-handed throwdown. Gotta love it.
And Brandon Knight can still definitely score, but still developing and proving himself as a playmaker.
Yeah, he really is a guy that takes his craft seriously. As a matter of fact, coming out of high school and even at Kentucky, one of the things that was challenging for his coaches was to help him not strive for such perfection that it was a hindrance. So he's going to continue to work and develop, and he just has to make sure that he's not too hard on himself going forward, because he can be, I think, an excellent guard as a defender and scorer and playmaker.
Here's Jennings. He has 6. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pulls up, high post. Rebounded by the Pistons.
The defense got away with one there. I mean, usually he'll hurt you if you give him that kind of a shot.
Stuckey against Jennings. Here's Hammond. Rebound, Milwaukee. And Baamute's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Shot seems to be a little awry today, just off a fraction. They've got to have him pick it up, though, and soon.
Pistons trail by 12. Knight with it. Picked up by Ellis. Prince. And he brings it home with one hand. The Bucks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Ilyasova dishes to Ellis. He's guarded by Stuckey. The 3. That's good from Jennings on the assist from Monte Ellis. Ellis has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Pistons have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Knight kicks to Stuckey. Back to Knight. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Chance now to check out the schedule for Milwaukee. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Boy, a lot of fans around the league really focused on that matchup for Chicago.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Dallenberg sets a screen for Ellis. The fadeaway. Here is Mbamute. Dallenberg. Second shot opportunity. And again, it's Milwaukee converting. Pistons trail by 15. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Down low. Drops in the layup for 2. Big Dog's got 11.
Kevin. Great finish on the low block. I love it.
Bucks have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Ellis off a pick from Ilyasova. Takes a shot at the elbow. Ellis, that's good. He's got 10. And for the Pistons, they're shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. To the inside. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Bucks leading by 13. Ilyasova sets a screen for Ellis. Jennings. Back to Ellis. Over Stuckey. And Monte Ellis the bucket on the assist from Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got his 8th assist here tonight. The Pistons have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Knight kicks to Prince. Outside Prince. Over Mbamute. Prince misses.
And this is why they have the big lead. The rebounding has been dominant.
You know, guys, the +8 rebounding, I don't think it tells the whole story. I mean, they've been the more physical team from the outset. That's been the difference, their physicality.
Knight passes to Monroe. Takes it up with the stuff.
Guys, he's been a go-to guy for him. I mean, and the pressure's going to continue to build on him the longer they're in this hole. Outside Jennings. D'Alembert with a screen on Knight. Jennings kicks to Ilyasova. 6 on the shot clock. For 3. Shot is off. Now the Pistons take it the other way.
He's laboring out there right now, guys. The shot has not been falling for him this quarter.
Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
Something has to change, guys. That's 10 straight points coming in the paint against this team.
Well, they got to collapse in there, and everybody's got to be conscious of it. It's a team effort in protecting the paint. Control the ball, and then everybody's got to get in there and keep the defense locked down.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Jason Maxiel's checked in for Monroe. And it's Spaghetti in for Tayshaun Prince. Ellis against Knight. Charity stripe shot. And there's Spaghetti. That's good on the assist by Knight. Knight's got 6 assists here tonight.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
Here's Ellis. He's got 12. Over Stuckey. Ellis, that's good. Ellis has got 14 points. Urebko's checked in for the Pistons. Austin Day comes in for Corey Maggette. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Dunleavy's checked in.
Monte Ellis is a tremendously talented guard, but only 1 playoff appearance in his 7 NBA seasons, and it's been frustrating for him. He's a guy who's put up some big numbers, but I'm sure he'd like to see more playoff success in his future.
He kicks it to Dunleavy. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. He's got 6. Pistons trail by 13. And here is Knight. He's got 9. Inside. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Udoh. 3 on 3. The dish to Dunleavy. Over Stuckey. And another basket for Milwaukee. And Steve, you mentioned Monte's frustration in the past, not being able to win a championship, a division title, or just, be above 500. On a consistent basis, but he's really worked on, Clark, not wearing all those emotions on his sleeve as much, to stay positive, to be a good leader.
Yeah, to be a little more even-keeled, make sure the dedication to the team is uppermost in his mind, and being patient as well as striving for excellence. That's a delicate line to walk, but he's making progress in doing that.
No good with the elbow jumper.
This just has not been his day so far.
The Pistons have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Now, here's Knight. Right now averaging 17 points a game. Here's Big Dog. Foul call. Looked like that he didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws.
Take a look at what Big Dog's been doing. 15 points, and he's contributed a steal to their cause at the defensive end.
Yeah, that's another area where he's done his share of work today. He's not ignoring his defensive responsibilities.
A different look here for Detroit. Drummond's checked in for Stuckey. Villanueva comes in for Urebko. And Tayshaun Prince subbed in for Day. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Harry Sanders is checked in for Gooden. Ilyasova comes in for Yuta. And Bahamute is checked in for Monte Ellis. And it's Jennings in for Udrih. Knight against Jennings. Knight dishes to Villanueva. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Knight's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Bucks leading by 14. Pass to Jennings. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And one of the ways Brandon Jennings has improved his game is by taking care of the basketball. His assists were decent, about 5 per game. But what he did a nice job of last year was keeping the turnovers down, and that allowed the Bucks to run their offense efficiently.
And the Pistons making a change here. Stuckey's checked in. Henson's checked in for Milwaukee. Knight passes to Drummond. To the paint. Takes it up. Up and in on the layup. Big Dog's got 17 now. And Steve, you touched on Jennings and his improvement, and he's a gym rat. There's no doubt about it. Plays a lot of basketball in the offseason.
Yeah, he's shown a real dedication to getting better during the summers, and that's when you do get better. You can't just get better during the season. You got to commit off-season time to enhancing your craft, getting better at what you do. For Jennings, it's not a matter of him not being in the gym. It's more targeted practice that he has to lock into.
Pistons trailed by 14. Now Knight. 9 points in the game so far. Oh, that's offensive interference. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for the Pistons. Milwaukee also making some changes. D'Alembert comes in for Henson. And it's Ellison for Mike Dunleavy. Ellis off a pick from D'Alembert. Ellis in the post. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Ellis has got 8 here in the quarter.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
Stuckey, he's guarded by Ellis. There's Big Dog. And good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. Big Dog's got 10 points in just the second half. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Ellis outside. It's back to Jennings. Goes up to the stripe. They get it back. And Sanders kicks to Jennings. The alley-oop pass. The alley-oop layup, very well done. And the Bucks lead by 16.
Outstanding communication between the passer and the receiver that time.
Yeah, the timing and placement were spot on. You're right.
Yeah, with just a smooth finish, too.
Jennings against Knight. Here's a good screen. Inside. It's stolen. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome.
Be sure to check out the latest issue of Dime Mag.
Fourth quarter getting going here. It's time for the Sprite Uncontainable Game. Doris Burke at the report. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kevin, our uncontainable game in this one, the stretch by the Bucks. No matter what the defense throws their way, they've had a solution for it and just keep rolling up their totals. Who knows how big this lead can get by the end of the game?
Great, thanks, Doris. And a very important turning point in this game was when they started to gather that steam and really started rolling, guys.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. And that run changed the entire feel of this game. It wasn't just their offense that made it happen. The stops they were making defensively played just as big a role.
And right at the start of that run, fellas, you could see the sudden injection of energy that went through the whole team. Then it was game on.
So with Ellis sitting on the bench, here's the group that Scott Skiles has on the floor. Luke Richard and Baamute out there with Udo. Then there's Jennings. Then there's Gooden. And it's Udrich in at the 1 spot. Into Maxiel. Stuckey outside. Maxiel sets a screen for Stuckey. There's Big Dog. Jennings with the steal. And up the court come the Bucks. On the break, Udrich's got the ball. The shot's good. Jennings making the play.
Now, it's hard to set up your D when you've just turned it over at the other end.
Yeah, a lot of points have been given up here, Steve, by way of turnovers. And their defense has just been short-circuited by their offense.
Now the feed to Maxiel. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Jennings kicks to Ilyasova. And strong with the one-handed jam.
Are you kidding me? Would you look at this guy?
That's a little bit unexpected there.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggression he needs to have on a daily basis.
Here's the screen. Here's Stuckey. It's hauled in by Gooden. Gooden's got 5 rebounds tonight. Bucks leading by 20. Udrich dishes to Mbamute. He passes to Jennings. Over Stuckey. Jennings with the bucket.
Well, one nice part of living in the information age, guys, is that you get a chance to easier test assumptions. And we've always thought that veteran experience was a huge key in the playoffs, and I still think that's a factor. But a recent study said that young teams aren't at as big a disadvantage. It's more about team continuity and chemistry. That's where the big advantage is.
The Bucks have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Here's Udrich. And it's out of bounds for Bucks, able to retain possession here. So for the Pistons, Monroe comes in for Jason Maxiel. And Tayshaun Prince subbed in for Corey Maggette. Samuel Dallenberg, who's checked in for Milwaukee. Ellis comes in for Beno Udrich. Here's Ellis, off the inbound. Rebounded by Greg Monroe. You know, Clark, you were just talking about that study. Surprising that having playoff experience wasn't a big edge for teams. Your Indiana Pacers, the Philadelphia 76ers from last year in the playoffs. You know, interesting examples. Steve, what's your thought on that?
Well, I think what's important is for the coaching staffs to have experience. I think that's where playoff experience really comes in handy. The players gain a lot of experience right away their rookie years. They play so many games before the playoffs even come. So I think they adapt quickly to the postseason. For the coaches, it's a different game, and they have to adapt. That's why I think their own experience is very important.
There's the bucket. Good. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. to the middle. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. That's good.
That's exactly what they had in mind on that possession.
Bucks leading by 20. Outside Jennings.
Well, we've seen with most of the big-name stars that ended up steering their way to new teams and ended up getting a sign and trade in the case of Carmelo Anthony or Chris Paul. But after this season, that sign and trade door will, in essence, be shut. And we'll see what effect that has on the game. How's that for an encore after the offensive board?
That's the only way he knows how to do it. Monster stuff.
Oh, he makes life miserable down around the paint for anybody who's trying to box him out.
And Clark, you mentioned the changes in the sign and trade. In essence, players can't get more money in a sign and trade than they could signing with the other team outright.
Yeah, and the reason they can't make more money, Clark, is because they can't sign the full 5-year deal that they used to be able to. Now in a sign and trade, you can only sign the 4-year contract, and that means that players are going to be more incentivized just to stay in their original place.
Down low. In low to Monroe. And it's sent back by Dallenberg.
Well, they say control the glass, control the game. They're definitely controlling the glass.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's been the case here tonight. Big lead they're enjoying on the glass.
The lift they've gotten from him today has been huge. I mean, he's been steady offensively and has helped them get out in front here so far.
Here's Hammond. Gets it to go. Big Dog's got 21 in the game.
Boy, they are really getting chewed up inside here. I mean, that's 8 of the last 10 points they've given up inside, in the paint.
Yeah, and the paint should be sacred ground for a defense. I mean, you can't let anybody just trot in there and get an easy bucket.
On the wing, Ellis. He's guarded by Stuckey. Ellis, the pass to Dallenberg. Outside Jennings. Just 5 on the clock. And the 3 off target. The Pistons have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Up top, Knight. He's guarded by Jennings. Prince misses.
Well contested shot there.
And that's the key defensively. You've got to make them work for it, challenge every shot.
Stuckey against Ellis. Ellis draws the double. Dallenberg. Ellis goes in. Here's Ilyasova, and he lays it straight in. Ilyasova's got 26 points.
You know, if their plan was to keep going inside a ton, it sure has paid off. I mean, it seems like every bucket they get is in the lane.
Well, no reason to take an outside shot if you're scoring at will from inside the paint.
But the D just letting them go inside with impunity. Way, way too easy.
That's 10 of their last 12 points now in the paint area.
Ellis against Stuckey. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. And here's what the Detroit Pistons schedule looks like. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
Yeah, some good games going on today, and especially the one involving the Lakers. That's a great matchup.
Knight against Jennings. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Jennings has got 4 points now in the quarter. Stuckey against Ellis. On the wing, Stuckey. And he drops it in from the low post. Big Dog's got 14 points now in the second half.
Boy, this is a shooting exhibition, guys. I mean, he's not wasting any of his chances.
Ellis with a screen on Knight. Jennings kicks to Ellis. Over Prince. And Monte Ellis the bucket on the assist from Brandon Jennings. And now 24 points for Ellis. He dishes it to Stuckey. To the inside. Here's Hammond. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. Stuckey's got his 7th assist here tonight.
They are in attack mode right now. That's 10 straight points, guys, all coming inside the paint.
And Steve, if I'm them, I'd keep going right to the heart of that defense like they have been until they do something about it. If they don't offer resistance, take everything you can get in there.
Now here's Ilyasova. Defense right on him. And here's Jennings outside. Jennings can't get that one to fall. The Pistons have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Back to Prince. Passes it to Monroe. Rebound by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. That's good from Jennings on the assist from Monte Ellis. 17 points for Brandon Jennings.
Wow, has he caught fire this quarter, shooting the ball with tremendous confidence.
Here's Big Dog. Ilyasova on him. It's a look. Here's Monroe. Milwaukee with the rebound. Dallenberg's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here is Mbamute. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Looking at the numbers for Luke Richard and Mbamute, he has 9 points and he's blocked 1 shot, helping out on defense there.
Now, he was a good bit of help he provided to get that block. You love to see when your teammates are covering up for you defensively. Gives you a lot of confidence in your unit as a whole.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Drummond's checked in for Monroe. Austin Day comes in for Rodney Stuckey. Corey Maggette, he's checked in for Tayshaun Prince. And it's Bynum in for Brandon Knight.
He's been hot for most of this game, and if he keeps it up, his team could turn things around.
Here's Udrich. And the pass to Mbamute. Kicks it to Udrich.
Well, no question, playing in front of these big crowds brings a lot of pressure as well as excitement. A recent study found that for home players in clutch situations, they tended to excel in effort tasks like offensive rebounding, but struggled in the focus tasks like shooting free throws. Very interesting.
Dishes it to Gooden. Rebound, Detroit. And the shot is good.
Looks like this one's over. They really played well tonight.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, we can take it out of the oven. This game is cooked.
There's a screen. Here's Bynum. Udrich grabs the board. Clark, going back to that study, I guess players on the away team didn't have that same struggle shooting free throws in the clutch. Did you notice that too, Steve?
Yeah, I think it's easier to shoot free throws on the road because the crowd is against you. Whereas at home, you know, if you miss, you hear the crowd gasp and they're so disappointed, and you feel that disappointment. So as a result, you feel more pressure. It's kind of an ironic twist, but I think it's definitely the case.
We've got 1:13 left here in the 4th quarter. They get the rebound. Him. An easy 2 points on the layup. Big Dog's got 27.
They need to try to find some more opportunities here in the second half. They've not been as active on the offensive glass.
And Udrich kicks to Mbamute. Knocked loose. Here's Big Dog. Feeds it to Drummond. Again, the Pistons good for 2. Milwaukee in total control. There's 37 seconds left in the 4th. And Udrich kicks to Mbamute. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The first one falls. For the Pistons, Jason Maxiel's checked in for Drummond, and Yarebko is subbed in for Day. The Bucks also changing it up. Larry Sanders is checked in for Udo, and it's Dunleavy in for Udrich.
That's going to do it. I don't think they have enough time here now.
This one's in the books.
Ball's not loose. Gooden with the steal. Well, this one is winding down now. Milwaukee can watch the clock run out. Mbamute with it.
Time to get the backup some burn anyway. This game's a wrap.
And the Pistons make... And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. You know, Clark...
The Bucks. 150.
Your shot was falling all game long, but the team wasn't able to ride that to the win. What do you think happened out there?